Donald Trump has won the American election. He is now the 47th president of the United States. Some of you might not care. Some of you care a lot. Some of you are happy. Some of you are not happy. How is this going to impact the IVB and bodybuilding? So this is a little video on that and that alone. So Donald Trump, polarizing figure. You like him, or you hate him. It's kind of hard to be in the middle. I'm going to keep my opinion out of this. Hopefully, give you guys some predictions on how Donald Trump being president could affect bodybuilding in a good way and a bad way. And I'll let you guys in a comment talk about your own opinion with this. First, let's go with the pros, because he's got a lot of business-friendly policies, tax cuts, deregulations could benefit supplement companies and gyms, making it easier for bodybuilding-related business to grow. The other party wanted to tax the rich, and Donald Trump is kind of against that. He wants the taxes to be reduced for the really rich and people, and have a lot of businesses grow in the U.S. Some of you might agree or not, but this could be good because anything bodybuilding related, all these businesses, gym ownership, supplement companies, even like show promoters, anything related to bodybuilding, as far as the business goes, supplement brands, everything, they will be able to have more money and probably grow easier, therefore making it better for bodybuilding and the fitness industry in that sense. That's one good thing. Another thing that could happen is maybe deregulation, like reduce regulatory barriers could make it easier for supplement companies, often integral to bodybuilding, to operate without excessive legal restrictions. That could be good. More supplements, less regulations, maybe some new substances could like sneak back into the things, and or like, for example, BPC 157, maybe that could become more of a mainstream thing while Trump is there. And this is just out of my own little knowledge, a little quick research I did this morning. So if you guys have other opinions and you think I'm wrong, you can always comment. I don't mind if I'm wrong at all. Actually, sometimes in life, it's better to be wrong, because the person that's wrong has one thing better than the person that is right. That one thing better is that they actually are the only person learning something new compared to the person that is right. So keep that in mind. I don't mind to be wrong. Let's talk about it. I think Donald Trump, by working with Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Robert F. Kennedy, like Bobby Kennedy, he has him on his side now, because Robert Kennedy wants to make America healthy again. He even has Maha hats you can go buy. They're green, and I think the proceeds go towards, and you can watch this quick video now.
Hey everyone, I'm here today to tell you how we can make America healthy again. And the first thing you need to do is get one of these hats. That's why I'm partnering with President Donald Trump to transform our nation's food, fitness, air, water, soil, and medicine. Our big priority will be to clean up the public health agencies like CDC, NIH, FDA, and the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Those agencies have become sock puppets for the industries that they're supposed to regulate. President Trump and I are going to replace the corrupt industry-captured officials with honest public servants.
So with him siding with Donald Trump, I think it's good for health and the fitness industry. Better food, better supplements, more emphasis on health, because obviously the obesity is killing people in North America, especially the US and also Canada, because I'm Canadian, talking about American politics and American bodybuilding, but you know what I mean. But I think this is a good thing. If there's one thing that Trump did for sure good, is getting Robert Kennedy on his side. He's going to be able to, because that's what Robert Kennedy did before. He did all kinds of try to find big industries that did something wrong against the environment and the health of the population. Robert Kennedy is the guy for that. For example, in the U.S., there's a very weak restrictions as far as what pesticides you can do, herbicides you can use, and also even food dyes. For example, Red 40 in Canada, it's banned from all the food. If you look at the Fruit Loops in Canada and the Fruit Loops in the United States, different color, because in the ingredients there is this thing called Red 40, and I think that's been proven to be very cancerogenic. It's been proven with studies and stuff, but the Americans still use it. So things like that will improve under Donald Trump, hopefully, and for sure Robert Kennedy is going to take this very seriously. It's his job now to fix the health of Americans. So I'm really happy about that. That's one good thing. And everybody can agree with that. Bodybuilding might become even more mainstream now. Fitness might become more mainstream, the health conscious part of it. And obviously, with competitive bodybuilding, we're on the extreme part of it. Any sport that's played professionally involves your physical prowess in any way. You get the CTEs in the NFL, you get like CTEs and brain damage in boxing, and in bodybuilding, the damage that we receive is done by the intense diet and supplement protocols that we do to achieve these freaky looking physiques, right? Natural bodybuilding is another category for that. It's a lot more safer, obviously, but it's worth mentioning that I think Donald Trump is good for the health of the Americans and for the businesses. So bodybuilding will grow from that. But let's talk about the cons now. So, with limited emphasis on affordable healthcare, it could make it harder for bodybuilders to manage the high medical costs associated with the sport. Well, it's only a high medical cost if you're actually trying to do all the blood work stuff, all this type of thing. And if you have an injury, you got to go to the hospital. If you don't have a, because in Canada, it's free healthcare, but we pay it a lot with the taxes. And the thing is, we're actually paying for our own healthcare, but not only our own, everyone's. So if you're trying to get something done at the hospital here in Canada, very ineffective. You wait a long time. I would pay way more, like a fixed amount every month, be a little bit poorer, but then when it's time to like get something done medically, it's done right away. But the healthcare access supposedly is harder with a guy like Trump at the head of the country. So that could be annoying for guys who suffer injuries from the sport and want to get better, right? Like I don't know, kidney transplants or just blood work, um, maybe like heart related stuff, or even muscle tears, right? Muscle tears, like you tear a bicep, you tear your quad, you want to get stuff done, you don't have insurance. Ooh, maybe your knee's hurting, but your wallet's going to hurt too. It's going to be painful to pay tens of thousands of dollars to get your knee fixed up. But I'm sure that can be prevented with health insurance. I'm not too sure. Americans in the comments, comment below. Let me know what you guys think about that. And also with lower regulations for supplements, it's also maybe a concern that it could lead to lower quality supplements flooding the market, harming consumers and damaging the industry's credibility. That's like a wild guess. You know, in my little research that I did, I'm not sure if it would happen really, but I feel like with having, like I said, Bobby Kennedy on his side, I think even with lower regulations and making it easier for people to create supplements, they won't be able to bypass the FDA because Robert Kennedy is trying to like attack, well, not attack, but like change some stuff with the FDA and all this stuff. So I think that will be in check. But that's the one thing that could be maybe different is that everybody could start a business and sell supplements. If they have lower regulations, that could potentially make the supplements lower quality. As a consumer of supplements, you can actually always do the research. And there's a lot of brands out there like Jack Factory right here that have been following the guidelines forever. They're actually bigger in the United States than Canada. It's a Canadian company from Newfoundland. So you got to know which brands to buy. So any new brands that look too good to be true, you got to be suspicious. But Jack Factory right here, link in the description, code AV, find the best quality supplements at the best price you could get for the formulas they use. Check out the link. You'll save some money. You'll get some results. Everyone will be happy. More companies starting in an easier way with Donald Trump being in office, it might create some problems. It might. I think people who love bodybuilding, and love health, they're usually not the ones buying it into this media stuff. It's been pushed on a lot of people. I think we're a little bit more different. We know what's up. They do a lot more research than the average American and Canadian. So I think we're good. Like we're good with that. We're not easily deterred by like propaganda. But that's just my guess. So these are like just some examples. So I can recap them for you a little bit. Business friendly policies that will help maybe people who own supplement companies, show promoters, even gym owners increase their business by having less taxes. They'll have more money. They'll be able to grow even more. The fact that Robert Kennedy is with Donald Trump now is good for bodybuilding and fitness because they'll attack more the FDA regulations that are not good. They'll make the food better. And therefore, by making the food better, you might even have more results. You might be healthier because a healthier body performs and gets leaner and builds muscle, but the healthcare access might be harder. So if you don't have health insurance, you get injured, you might spend a lot of money. If it's easy to make supplement companies, there might be some fraudulent people trying to make quick money by starting supplement companies and not so good quality supplements in their inventory. But that's a wild. These are all wild claims, by the way. I should almost wear my tinfoil hat for this. Where is it? So, do you think Trump is good or bad for bodybuilding? I have my own opinion, but what is yours? In the comment, go crazy. It's all good. Friendly discourses, or you can bash each other, I guess. It's you know what's good about America? Freedom of speech. I'm all for freedom of speech. You could talk shit all you want, speak your mind. This is what it's all about. The YouTube comment section is the wildest and most ruthless comment section on the internet. I do believe that. So thanks for watching this video. Comment below. Are you happy that Trump won? And is it good for bodybuilding?